Hello, my wonderful Coldplay friends out there. In this video, we are going to be doing a tier list of the Coldplay album, A Head Full of Dreams. And I'm super excited about this one because Head Full of Dreams is one of my favorite Coldplay albums. Is it my favorite? It might be my favorite Coldplay album. So really excited to dive into this one. But because I love this album so much, I'm going to be super hard on it. So I'm not going to put everything just at tier S or tier A the entire time, because that's not entertaining, right? So I'm going to be very critical about each song and give you an honest reflection of what I think of the full album. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to say that I make Coldplay content just like this all the time. So if you're interested to see more of this stuff, I would definitely encourage you to please subscribe. And if you have any thoughts on these songs, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm always curious to know what your favorite songs are, so I just would appreciate that. And one last thing, everything that I have to say in this video is 100% subjective, right? You know, preferences and opinions about music is your own opinions, right? So with that in mind, please don't be too critical about my opinions because I might put your favorite song at the bottom and I don't want you to be upset. That's just me, how I'm feeling right now. Tomorrow it could completely change. If you comment below and say, hey, this is why this is my favorite song, you know, maybe I'll change my mind. So just keep that in mind as we're watching this video. Thank you. All right, so without further ado, here is the list we have. As you can see, it goes from S to D, S being the absolute best it could possibly be as a song, D being the worst. We're not going to E, F. It stops at D. I don't even know if I'm going to get there in this list, but like I said, I'm going to be as critical as possible with all these songs. So, starting off with the first song, we have Head Full of Dreams, the opener. This song, to me, is one of the best openers on a Coldplay album, in my opinion. It's just so exciting. They used that song at the beginning of their sets during the tour, so that was always just very entertaining. Now, as far as the song goes, it is an intro track, and as you probably know, a lot of intro tracks are not meant to be a radio hit. They're not meant to be like, oh, this is my favorite song. And it works well as an opener, as an intro track. But to me, it's not like an awesome song. It is awesome for what it is, but I think I'm going to put this at a B because it's great for what it is, but it's not like, oh, you know, I'm going to just listen to this song. So we're going to put it at a B for right now. Next up, we have Birds. This song is just super entertaining, super exciting. It's just really fast paced, and I do love this song. Now, as far as where I rank it, I think I'm going to put this as a B too. The reason being, it's a great song, but this song to me, I feel like is always forgotten. You know, when you think of Coldplay, you don't think, oh, Birds. Even though it is a great song, it's not a standout song to me. So I'm going to put it at a B. So far, this is a B. B zone here. Next up, Hymn for the Weekend. Oh, this is so funny though. Because as I was thinking about this, I'm like, where am I going to put Hymn for the Weekend? Specifically because this song, I feel like depending on my mood, depending on the day, this could either be like super high in the rankings or like somewhat mid-tier. I think right now I'm really feeling this song. And it was like kind of like a hit single. Did it come out as a single? I don't remember. But it was one of those popular songs. I feel like I'm going to leave this as an A right now just because of, you know, the collaboration, the hype around it. This song did reach other markets that had it not been for the collaboration, like people would probably not have even listened to Coldplay the way they do now. So I think that was an important song on this album. I think it is a great song. It's a hit. Some days it could be a B for me. Some days it could be an S. But right now I'm going to put it as an A because it's just a really fun, entertaining song. Okay. I feel like I'm starting this album off. You know, I feel like it's pretty even. But like, I have nothing in C or D right now. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get there, but we'll see as we go through this list here. Anyway, we have Everglow. Okay. For me, Everglow is one of those life-changing Coldplay songs, like Yellow, like Sparks, like Clocks, Viva La Vida. Like, this song is Coldplay to me. And I think this song really embodies the feeling of this album. And because of that, it absolutely deserves an S tier. It's just such a beautiful song, makes you cry almost every time you listen to it. The context of like who's singing on the album, on that song, and just the overall feeling of it, the creativity of it, the name, it's just so beautiful. And every time it's played at a live show, that is one of my favorite moments during a live performance, is when they play Everglow. So because of that, honestly, this would be S plus if I had a ranking for that on this sheet. Just such a beautiful song. But I remember with Everglow, listening to that song and just, I'm like, if I had any doubts about how good this album is going to be, hearing Everglow was like, okay, this is a hit. So because of that, oh man, I'm getting all the feels right now. Anyway, moving on to the next song, we have Adventure of a Lifetime. This song is, it's so interesting because with the music video, I feel like everyone was like, what is Coldplay doing? Getting in these like, you know, animated monkey suits. Like, this was definitely a mark in the Coldplay era. And I don't think it deserves to be down as a B. I think this deserves to be an A ranking just because of that lick, that guitar lick, how entertaining this is at shows. I could put this on basically whenever and just listen to it, enjoy it. And I do really like this song. So I'm going to definitely leave that as an A tier. All right, moving on to Fun. I have lots of feelings about Fun. You know, actually just a few weeks ago, randomly, I heard this song while I was out in a store, while I was shopping. And I was like, what? Why is this song on the radio? Because I feel like this song, Fun, is just one of those hidden gems. I feel like every Coldplay album has one of those songs that is super underrated, but like the Coldplay fans love. This is one of them. I think there are actually two on this album that are just super underrated, but are just amazing songs. So I think I'm going to put this as an A ranking. I did not do this beforehand, so I did not know where I was going to rank these. I feel like I'm being way too generous, but that's not true. I'm honestly surprised I put these in the B. I'm trying my best to be really critical, but Fun is such a great song, and I think it's super underrated. So I'm going to keep it as an A. I'll probably go back after I'm done with all of these and rearrange them, but as of right now, Fun definitely deserves to be an A. Okay, next song. We have Kaleidoscope. With this song, it's a transition track in my opinion, right? And I feel like if I'm going to leave any like negative song on this album, it's probably going to be Kaleidoscope. It's great. It's fun. It has like speaking in it, right? It's cool, but it's not like a song I'm going to listen to randomly. If I'm trying to like get in a really weird vibe, maybe I'll put this song on, but it's not like, oh yeah, Coldplay, they play that song Kaleidoscope. It's like, so I'm going to keep this in the C range. Which I feel kind of weird about putting a Coldplay song in a C range, but we have it here. Actually, as I'm looking ahead, I think I have another one. Army of One is the next song we're going to be talking about here. Army of One to me is that other song like Fun that is just a gem on the album. And I honestly get emotional listening to that song just because of the content, just because of how beautiful it is. Army of One and Champion of the World are very similar vibes to me, and both of them just emulate this feeling of Coldplay that I've like never heard from any other band, and I just love them so much. And because of that, this is honestly one of my favorite songs on the album, if not for Everglow, maybe my favorite song on the album. Just so amazing. I have it on like 100 different playlists. Such a great song and just so emotional. Just love that song so much. So with every good song, there's also, in comparison, bad songs. Not that there's really a bad song that Coldplay has, but in this case, there is a bad song that Coldplay has, and that song is X Marks the Spot. For me, X Marks the Spot is probably my least favorite song Coldplay has ever made. I'm going to say that again. My least favorite song Coldplay has ever made X marks the spot. Now, I feel like in recent years, I've grown accustomed to this song. And if you don't know, X marks the spot is like the hidden track right after Army of One. It's in the same thing. It's like an 8-minute long song, but it's not. X marks the spot is kind of like this hidden track. This song is creative. I'll give him props for that. But it just, to me, never worked. So I always skipped this part. After Army of One was done, I skipped to Amazing Day. So because of that, I'm giving it a D. I don't think it deserves any farther down from a D because I've grown used to it now and I'm kind of enjoy it sometimes. But I think most Coldplay fans agree with me in saying that we don't really care for this song. Hopefully. I'm sorry, Coldplay. I still love you. All right, moving on. We have Amazing Day. Now with Amazing Day, I remember when this song, came out, and they did that thing that was like a compilation of people's amazing days, right? Didn't they do this? And that was just such a fun experience, just knowing that they were trying to build the community together. And this song just, I don't know, has a lot of fun, happy vibes going all around. As far as where this lands, I think it lands around a B. It's a great song, and in certain days, I will absolutely vibe to this song, but most of the time, it lands around a B for me. It's not like Coldplay's best song. It's great support on this album, and so that it lands around a B for me. Cool. Moving on. Color Spectrum. I'm just going to put this as a C. It's a transition track. You know how I love transition tracks. I absolutely love them. Like with my own band, we have some really cool transition tracks on the album that we're releasing. Follow them if Walls Could Talk, if you haven't done so yet. And I love transition tracks so much, but like to me, as far as like these songs, Kaleidoscope and Color Spectrum, they're moving the album along. You know what I mean? They're not content in the means of, oh, I want to listen to them every day. So I'm just going to keep them there. That's enough talk about them. Moving on to the last song, Up and Up. This song, okay, Coldplay to me does an amazing job of ending albums. Almost every album, I can't think of a time that they didn't do an absolute gem of a song to end the album. And Up and Up is absolutely one of those songs. And it gets me emotional thinking about it. Just how good this song is. And how positive it is. And because of that, I think I'm going to put this as S tier. Because it is just so feel good. And like, see, I'm getting emotional right now just thinking about it. And I think most Coldplayers absolutely love the song too. It's just one of those songs that brings people together in just such a positive way. So absolutely belongs as the S tier. So those are my thoughts. Let's go through this now that we completed this and just make sure we don't want to move around anything. Maybe we do want to move around anything. Just off the bat, it looks like, it evened out pretty well as far as like between S, A, and B. There's 3 on each. So S tier, we have Everglow, absolutely deserves to be there. Army of One, again, absolutely deserves to be there. Same with Up and Up. All 3 are just amazing, and they like hit on all the spots. They're emotional, they're great songs, they're great when they're performed, and they just bring people together and just so heartfelt, emotional. They have it all. A tier, we have Hymn for the Weekend, Adventure of a Lifetime, and Fun. So Hymn for the Weekend, Adventure of a Lifetime were kind of like hit songs on the album itself. Definitely think they deserve to be an A. Fun is the outlier, I feel. It's just kind of my opinion. I just love that song so much. In B ranking, we have Head Full of Dreams, great intro. Birds, great song. Amazing Day, another great song. Don't deserve to be an A, but I think fit perfectly as B. Then we have the transition tracks, Kaleidoscope, Color Spectrum. I think they're there. X marks the spot. We don't have to talk about and bash anymore because I've done enough of that. So, these are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with what I have? Do you agree that Everglow is one of the best Coldplay songs ever written? Absolutely is. do you think that I was too generous? Because I gave a lot of these songs a lot of praise, because this is actually like probably my favorite Coldplay album. But with that, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. It helps me out a ton. It helps other people know about Coldplay, especially if you comment and like this video. It kind of recommends the video a little bit more, so more people know about it. Maybe somebody hasn't heard this album before. This would help them hear the album. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. If you have any suggestions for what I should tier next, let me know too. But have a great day, great week, and I'll see you in the Discord. Until then, peace.